Hi, I'm Chef Richard Ingraham, and welcome to Soul Food. Today we're doing a herb and smoked cheddar waffle with cornmeal-crusted shrimp, a little Creole aioli, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of maple syrup. The first thing that we want to do is to make our Creole aioli. And the reason we call it a Creole aioli is because it's a sauce, but it has a nice little party kick, just like they do in New Orleans, right? A nice little party and a nice little flavor to it. So, and the aioli is naturally a garlic-based mayonnaise. So what we're going to do is use a little bit of mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, Creole seasoning, garlic, lemon juice, and of course, a little bit of Tabasco sauce, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is add in our mayonnaise to our bowl. And the reason we're using mayonnaise in a mayonnaise type of a sauce is because initially, our aioli is made with raw egg product. So today, we want to show you how to do it at home just using mayonnaise, okay? So then what we'll do is add in just a little bit of our Creole seasoning, okay? Then we'll come in and use some of our Dijon mustard, put that in, and as you see, it's a one bowl recipe. We'll add in our garlic, and I love garlic, so we have here maybe about 3 cloves of garlic. Add in just a little bit of our lemon juice. And last but not least, we'll add in our Tabasco. We'll take our whisk it around real good so that everything is nice and incorporated. Now, you can add ketchup, you can add all sorts of other things to this to make it whatever you want. You can add a little curry powder to it if you would like. Whatever flavor will make it work for you, that's what you can use, okay? Now what we do is give it a little taste, make sure it's what we need it to be, and it is exactly what we need it to be. And here we are, our Creole aioli. Now when we come back, I'll show you how to make that smoked cheddar and herb waffle. Stay tuned.
Be creative. Be a hero. Be the solution. Be connected. Be innovative. Be global. Be successful. Be you. Be MDC. Be Miami-Dade College.
Cool programs for hot jobs. Let Miami-Dade College jumpstart your career. We offer bachelor's degrees in physician assistant studies, biological sciences, education, and public safety management. Or choose from 300 other programs. With our flexible course schedules, you can take classes during the day, evening, weekend, or online. For more info, visit MDC.edu or call 305-237-8888. Get the knowledge and training for today's in-demand jobs. Register now. Fresh thinking is being served at Miami-Dade College. Create your own recipe for success in the evolution of food culture at the Miami Culinary Institute. Learn the skills you need to jumpstart your career in the culinary arts. Turn green into gourmet and celery into salary. Miami Culinary Institute. Food, culture, innovation. Visit us at miamidadeculinary.com. Register now. Miami Culinary Institute.
You're watching MDC-TV.
Lights, camera, action! Don't miss the best movies in Miami at the Tower Theater. 305-642-1264.
Cool programs for hot jobs. Let Miami-Dade College jumpstart your career. We offer bachelor's degrees in film and TV production, nursing, electronics engineering, information systems technology, supervision and management, supply chain management, or choose from 300 other programs to study. You can take classes during the day, evening, weekend, or online. For more info, visit MDC.edu or call 305-237-8888. Get the knowledge and training for today's in-demand jobs. Register now. Miami-Dade College.
Welcome back. Now we're getting ready to get down. It's time now to make our smoked cheddar and herb waffles and our cornmeal shrimp. So let's go over our ingredients. First thing that we have over to our left is smoked cheddar, which is an awesome cheddar cheese. We have fresh thyme, we have eggs, we have some club soda, and some of you may be saying, why club soda? This club soda is going to do two things. It's going to add moisture to our waffles, and because of the bubbles, it's actually a leavener, which means it's going to help it to rise, just like your baking powder and your baking soda. So in essence, once I get to the flour, I explain it to you, we're going to have 3 leaveners in here, so our waffles should come up nice and fluffy. Our next ingredient is buttermilk, and then we have our all-purpose flour that has sugar in it, a little bit of salt to enhance the flavor, because as you remember, salt is an enhancer of flavor, okay? And then we put in some baking soda and baking powder, which goes back to the reason that we have 3 leaveners. So we have baking powder, baking soda, and our club soda here, okay? And then another flavor component, because as we've talked about before, we like to build flavors. Another flavor component is butter. But in this case, we've taken our butter and let it melt very slowly so that the milk solids will come down to the bottom of that pan. And here we are, it comes into be brown butter, which has a real nutty flavor to it, okay? So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is take our flour. I've already incorporated our sugar, baking soda, baking powder in here. All of our dry ingredients are right inside of here. So we're going to take and put that in. Now, at this point, because these are all the dry ingredients, if you want, you can add a little cinnamon to it, a little Creole seasoning to it, whatever dry ingredients you want, even a little cumin or curry or whatever, okay? So we're going to put that in, and we're going to mix this around to make sure all of those ingredients are evenly distributed throughout, okay? Now, we'll take a little bit of our thyme and put that in, okay? A little bit more of our thyme because I love thyme. All right. And how about we put a little bit more in, okay? Just like that. And then we'll whisk this around to make sure that gets incorporated very well. Then we will add in some of our buttermilk. Okay. Next, we'll add in our eggs. Then some of our club soda. And then you whisk this around. Okay, be careful because it will jump out of that bowl on you. Okay, so you want to mix it. And you want to have a pretty thick consistency when you're talking about your waffles. It's not like your pancake batter, which is a little bit thinner. Okay, so we whisk this around. Make sure we get all of that flour and everything together. Everything is absorbed. Then we add in some of our brown butter. Okay. Give it a nice little sheen, and you see it's all coming together there. Okay. Now another variation of this waffle is to take maybe some chopped turkey, chopped ham. Once you put it into your waffle maker, put a little bit of that chopped ham in there with some of that cheese, and oh my goodness, you got a whole meal right there in that waffle, okay? So now that we have this going, take and put this to the side. And now what we have here is a double-sided waffle maker, okay? One side here and one side here. So that way you're not making so many different waffles at the same time. You got 2 right here and you can knock it out. If you're feeding a large party, you can knock it out real quick, okay? So now we'll take our spoon. We already have our waffle iron already heating up, okay? And what you want it to be, you want your waffle to be on medium or either dark. So you can make sure that waffle gets a nice caramelization. We'll go ahead and open it up. And we'll take and spoon some of our waffle batter right in the center, just like this. Okay. Then we'll take and put a little cheese on top, just like that. And you want to make sure that you spray that waffle iron so that your waffle will be able to come out nice and crispy. Okay. So we'll put that down, turn it over to this side. Add some of our good batter right in, just like that. You don't want to overfill it. And we'll add some of our cheese in, just like that. My God, that's going to be awesome. Okay? And then we'll put it back down, just like so. Click it and let it go. And I wish we had some smell-o-vision because you can actually smell that cheese starting to cook in there. So now while that's going in, it's going to take this maybe about 4 minutes for it to really get to where we need it to go. The next thing we'll do is we'll move over now and we'll start to prepare our cornmeal shrimp. Okay, so what I've done is I've already gotten our cornmeal, put that in. I've added a little Creole seasoning and some smoked paprika in here as well. We have some jumbo shrimp that I've also seasoned with our Creole and just a little bit of curry. Okay, and we're going to take this over to our fryer after we put some of our shrimp in. And if you notice, I left the tail on, and the reason I did that was for presentation's sake. Okay, it looks a little bit better with that tail on. So we're going to add some of our shrimp in, just like this. Okay. Okay, I said some, but we're going to add it all. Okay. And then we just fold it in, just like so. And the reason I'm using cornmeal is because it's a little bit lighter than flour. And I want the shrimp to really be the focal point of it, not necessarily the crust. Okay, but you still want to have a nice little crunch on it. Okay, so we have our shrimp nice and battered, and we have already our fryer is already set at 350 degrees with our oil. We'll come over to our fryer, add our shrimp in, just like so. And one thing you don't want to do is have your basket already in the oil and start to drop in your shrimp. That's an easy way to burn yourself. So you want to go ahead and have them up here, up top, and then you're going to lower your shrimp into the fryer. Now your shrimp are going to only take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. And we'll lay them down. Okay? Just like that. Wipe our hands off. Come back over, and my goodness, look at all this steam that's coming out of these waffles. Now, you may wonder why you have all of this steam. It's because that's what helps it to rise. As the moisture starts to escape, the waffles are actually rising inside of our waffle iron. So we'll move this over, bring over our plate. And with this particular waffle iron, it takes a little bit of the guesswork out of it for you. It has a green light and the word ready, which means that it's almost ready for it to be taken out. And some people say, you know what, just let it ride. But I'm one of those people, I'm a little curious. I like to see if it's actually done before I just rely on the machine. So what we're going to do is just click it off, okay, and just take a little quick peek at it. And lo and behold, we are ready. So now we're going to take that waffle out. Be careful, because that cheese is definitely sticky. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's waffle number 1. Okay. So then we'll turn it over and pull out the second one. Let's hope it comes out just as nice as that first one did. Oh my goodness. And there we are. Waffle number 2. Okay. Now as that's going, I think we got a little time to add a little bit more of our batter in. Okay, make a couple of more. We'll add some more of our cheese, just just like so. Put it down, flip it over. Now, of course, this is almost like my little take on chicken and waffles, but it's shrimp and waffles. You can also take fried lobster tails and fry them up real nice and crispy. And there's your your lobster and waffles. So it's whatever you want to do. I've also done shredded short ribs and waffles. So really, just like our slogan says, we're just different. You can be just different and just figure it out and put it together however you want to, okay? Now, let's take a look at our shrimp. You'll know that they're done as they start to float to the top, okay? And these are nice and golden. Want to give it a shake to get a little bit of the excess grease off of there. And then you're going to drain it on some paper towels, just like so, okay? Take a look at how nice and crispy those are, okay? And now we're going to get ready to get our garnishes together. What I've decided to do today is take a little bit of our green onion, and we're going to, instead of cutting it straight down, we're going to cut it on the bias to give our green onions a little flavor. You want to start off here and just come right to the edge and start cutting right on the bias, just like so. Always when you're cutting, you want to make sure that you're keeping your fingers out of the way. And I think that's good. And as you see, look at that, okay? Really nice cuts on the bias. And this will be our garnish, along with our maple syrup here and our aioli that we made a little bit earlier, okay? So we'll put this over to the side, like so. Move our whisk out of the way. Bring this over. Now, to plate it up, you have your waffles. You take your shrimp, pile them on top, just like that. Okay. You still want your waffles to show, so you don't want to cover them up all the way. So put some of your shrimp around your plate. Okay. Just like that. Then you take a little bit of your aioli. Okay, and I had a spoon here, but you know what? I can't find my spoon, so what we're going to do is take a little bit of our aioli, just like this, put it right on top. Nice little drops. Nothing should ever stop your creativity, okay? If you can't find a spoon, and just drizzle it, just like I'm doing now. Oh my goodness, look at that. Put a little bit more right around the side of the plate so that your guests can dip some. Okay, you have it just like that. And how about that? There's a spoon right there, right? Okay, so now what we'll do is take a little bit of our maple syrup, drizzle it on top. Look at that. Oh my God, that is amazing. That is amazing. Okay. Then we'll finish it off with our green onions right over the top. Wow. And here we go. This is your smoked cheddar and herb waffles with cornmeal-crusted shrimp and Creole aioli with a little bit of maple syrup. I'm Chef Richard Ingraham. As always, it's a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next time.